Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and your daily dose of Mortal Kombat 11 news and discussions. Today, I really wanted to talk about Nitara, right? Because Nitara is a character that has been hollered for a lot as of lately. There's a bunch of different people on Twitter who have Twitter accounts directly for Nitara, for the support of Nitara. And, you know, I really like what they're doing. Most of them do it peacefully and, you know, ask nicely and everything. But it really did get me thinking about how popular of a character Nitara is and how much love and fan base she has behind her. So today I wanted to talk about why this character deserves to be in MK11 Combat Pack 3 and how she could work. Before we get into that, I want to give a major shout out to True Underdog. I saw his most recent video, one of his most recent videos, giving me another shout out. You're too kind, man. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know who True Underdog is, link in the description down below to his channel. Awesome dude, awesome dude, and I really like what he makes on his channel. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So Nitara, if you guys don't know who Nitara is, she's like one of the only vampires in Mortal Kombat, and she is a 3D era character. Those are pretty much like zingers right there for most people in the Mortal Kombat community. But going even further into the character, she's got a rich backstory. She's got very good lore behind her, a good reason for doing everything that she does. She's a very solid character, and she's also making an appearance in the Mortal Kombat movie coming in April. She's been cast. Of course, we don't know how many or how big of a role the character is actually going to play in this movie. You know, she could play a very small part, or they could bump her up to have a very big part. It'd be nice to see this character get some love, seeing as since the MK9 reboot, she's kind of been forgotten about up until about last year and the Scorpion animated movie. She had a very small but funny part with Johnny Cage in that movie. So it seems like they are noticing this character again, right? She's in the movie, she was in the animated movie. The only thing that's missing is her actually being in the fucking game. We're still waiting on her to be added into the game. And now, while this character has not been hinted at or teased really at all in the Mortal Kombat 11 game, or even Aftermath, or even by anyone who works for NRS, I don't believe, I feel like her coming into the movie and her coming into the animated movie last year was enough grounds to get us talking about the character. Now, how could this character actually work in MK11? I've seen a lot of different arguments go around the community for the people who don't like Nitara or don't think the character could work in MK11, saying that the game isn't built to support what she would be doing, right, with her wings and everything else. Well, I got news for you. Spawn is the only argument that is really needed here. The animations and everything else that are used on his cape, the way his cape actually works in Mortal Kombat 11, and even the cape cancels that the character has is more than enough foundation, more than enough groundwork to get started for making Nitara's wings and building her moveset around her wings. I feel like this is probably one of the coolest characters that they could add into Mortal Kombat 11 as far as moveset goes, right? Aside from Havoc with, you know, my theory for how the character could play, my idea, having him do a bunch of different shit with ripping off his limbs and all that cool shit. With MK11 being a mainly projectile-based game, they could definitely do some cool and funny things with Havoc's moveset. Nitara, even though this is like kind of a fever dream, and I doubt it would actually happen, not really a fever dream, I think that's a bad thing, a wet dream? I don't fucking know. It won't happen because of the way MK11 plays, but I definitely think she could be one of the first characters in Mortal Kombat to actually have a wave dash, or an air wave dash. I'm not talking like Injustice 2 air dash, I mean like an 8-way wave dash, like think fucking Magneto or Doctor Doom, or any of the other crazy characters from Marvel vs. Capcom. Something like that. Now, while it doesn't fit into MK11, you know, I'm not a fighting game dev. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm sure they could do some very cool things with her wings to make it fun and interesting and, you know, make the character stand out from what we have in the roster. Because what we have in the roster so far really does remind me of Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 1. Most of the characters play very similarly. When you go into a match, you basically have the same game plan with pretty much any character that you're playing, like aside from Jackie. And that is space your opponent out, zone, and use moves that completely break neutral. I mean, that's just kind of like the idea in Mortal Kombat 11. So it would be nice to see a character like Nitara come in where she really wouldn't have a choice other than to play completely different than the entire other cast. I feel like this character could have a very interesting moveset, and for that fact alone, I think the character deserves to be in MK11 Combat Pack 3. But beyond that, I feel like the backstory and the lore for this character could actually get the 3D era started in a big way. Now, I know we have Fujin, he came back in, and I know we have Havoc being teased at a lot, trying to restart the 3D era, but I feel like this character would also be a great way to get that 3D era train running. Get Nitara in there, add Havoc, or maybe, you know, do the whole Chaos Realm and MK12 thing, and add Havoc and get this whole 3D era train going and bringing back some of these fan favorite characters. I feel like Nitara is a great base to start doing that. But those are my thoughts on Nitara. I wanted to give the Nitara fan base some love and make a full video with my thoughts about Nitara. Now, I did do this in the past months ago, and that was back when I was still working to understand MK11 and everything else and understand some of the different characters, but I wanted to update, you know, remaster this video for the very dedicated Nitara fans out there. I know that a lot of them follow this channel, and I really appreciate all of your support. And yeah, let me know some more characters in the comments down below that you'd like to hear me talk about, you know, 3D era, whatever else. I'd love to do some of your suggestions. I appreciate you watching this video as well. Let me know what you think about what I think about Nitara. And also, while you're at it, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like on the video. It helps out the channel a lot, and it helps out with the video being discovered and everything else, so more people come in. And also, if you want more videos like this for Mortal Kombat and other fighting games, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everybody. Huge shout out to my supporters: YSM Dino, The Thinny, Mastervex PC, Sir D, Patrick Thompson, Frank the Tank H2O, and Ricky Laughlin. You guys are fucking legends. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and help keeping us afloat. I really appreciate you guys. But that's going to do it for me. My name is Tootin. I've been your host, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.